your health, I'll say this a million times. I think your health is your #1 asset in the world. And if you are not taking care of yourself and you are not pushing for a healthier lifestyle, there is nothing else that you can do. If you're too sick to work, you can't work. If you're too sick or you are unable to go hang out with friends because your health is too poor, then you can't hang out with your friends. If you enjoy playing video games, but you're continuously too tired or too groggy or too irritated to play video games because your health isn't straightened up, then guess what? You can't really play video games very well, can you? Transmission received. Authorization granted. Welcome to the video. What's up, dreamers, and welcome to Inception. I can see me in my glasses, seeing me in my glasses, seeing me in my glasses. Just kidding. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. Well, I really can't do that, but it's Driving and Vibing, not Inception. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day or had a fantastic day, depending on where you are in the world. And I have to let you know that you are awesome. And I'm still in a loaner vehicle. That's why it's all wibbly wibbly, and the sound may be different from what you are used to, unless this is your first video, and then it's awesome, right? And welcome to Driving and Vibing. What's the vibe today? What do we want to talk about today? What do we want to talk about? I want to talk about like happiness. I want to talk about life. I want to talk about saying no to people. You don't have to say yes to everything or stuff. You know that movie Yes Man, where he says yes to everything and it backfires? Or is it No Man? Wait, no, it's Yes Man. He says yes to everything because he doesn't have a choice, and it just, it does not turn out very well. Take that movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Then pause this video, go watch that movie, and then come back and finish this video, because the next 10 seconds are going to be very important in regards to the video. Anyways, go watch that video. It will give you insight on why maybe you don't have to say yes, obviously very broadly, why you don't have to say yes to everybody. I'm going to start out with that part, by the way, because I think if you try to, I think this is scientifically backed up. I think people talk about this, psychologists talk about this. It is okay. The fitness world is starting to talk about this. It is okay to say no to people. It is okay to put yourself first sometimes. And whether it's friends, family, co-workers, I'm not talking about work. Like, don't say, no, I'm not coming to my shift at work today. Or don't say, no, I'm not coming into school today. That's different, right? So take this with a grain of salt. But you can say no to people. Like, if you have something to do, but somebody asks you for help, and you're one of those people who's like, oh, I need to go help this person, and but you know it's going to stress you out, and it will, but you say yes to that person, you put what you wanted to do or you had to do on the back burner, and then it does stress you out. It kind of like, you did help that person, and that person, I'm sure, is grateful for it, but you didn't. Like, if you do that it's okay to do that sometimes, but if you do that every single time, and you try to please every single other person before you please yourself, you tend to start getting more and more stressed in regards to like different situations. And unfortunately, as much as you may want to try it, you cannot please every single person in the world. It just cannot happen. People are accepting of the fact that other people say no. Like, if I ask somebody to help me with something and they say, no, I can't do it today, I got this to do, I am not offended. And there are so many other people in the world that are not going to be offended. And because it's understood, people have lives, people have things that they want to do, people want to play video games, people need to compete in video games, people have tournaments. It happens, right? Like, there's a couple times where I was supposed to go play a tournament, and I was asked to go do something, and I was very torn. And instead of saying no, I'm competing in a tournament today, I can't make it, instead I bailed on the tournament, which didn't leave my team in a good place, and I went and did it. And then, of course, afterwards, I felt the wrath of my team, and I was stressed because I really did not want to miss that tournament. I wanted to play in the tournament, but because I felt like I could not say no at this particular moment in time, I said yes. And that's just, you do not have to, you can look at it different ways, but you do not have to say yes to everybody. And I feel like that is something that is, I mean, it's not like that. I feel like this specific scenario of saying yes to everything maybe doesn't apply to every single person, but I do know that there's a lot of situations where people say yes to things when they have other important obligations of their own, and maybe they, you know, think to themselves that wasn't the best decision, and then they, you know, they kind of convince themselves to do it and maybe make yourself feel bad to the point where then you do say yes to this person. You should never feel bad for saying no. You should never feel bad for living your own life. You should never feel bad for having obligations. You should always, for the most part, you should always put yourself first, because if you are not being put first, there is no other situation. Like, your health, I'll say this a million times. I think your health is your #1 asset in the world. And if you are not taking care of yourself and you are not pushing for a healthier lifestyle, there is nothing else that you can do. If you're too sick to work, you can't work. If you're too sick or you are unable to go hang out with friends because your health is too poor, then you can't hang out with your friends. If you know, enjoy playing video games, but you're continuously too tired or too groggy or too, you know, irritated to play video games because your health isn't straightened up, then guess what? You can't really play video games very well, can you? Or you might not even want to. So I truly believe that your health is the #1 asset you have. Keep that as an asset. Take care of your asset. And as you take care of your health, I know this firsthand. There's a lot of other people who can vouch for this, who can, you know, back this up, is that before I say this in a lot of videos, before I started my health and wellness journey, the whole world was out to get me. I felt down all the time. You know, I would consider myself not very overall happy, and I'm probably minimizing this stuff for the sake of the video, but it's just, that's the truth. And then I started my health and wellness journey. I wanted to better myself. I knew from hearing all of this stuff, working out, exercising, eating healthier, getting better sleep, all of this will help to, you know, boost mood and cognition. Cognition is one of the main reasons why I got in health and wellness, but it would boost mood, make you feel better overall, and then of course physically feel better, have more energy. That's another reason why I did it. I started was cognition, energy, and of course I wanted to feel good overall, and quite frankly, I want to live to be 200 years old in good health, right? 200 years old, being able to walk around, not forgetting anything, run a marathon if I want to. That's the goal. And so starting a health and wellness journey and focusing on your health and wellness really does help to promote happiness within your life, and a better mind state and better overall mental health. It's proven time and time again from anecdotes. Did I say that right? Yeah, anecdotally, and just scientifically backed up. I mean, all of this it's there. And I have to say that well, not very. I just had two thoughts at once. That ever happened to you? Let me know in the comments if it does. It's daunting. Like, it is intimidating to start a health and wellness journey because there's so many different aspects. That's why I post videos every day, because there's so many different aspects. I want to make it easy for people to start their journey, to be able to feel comfortable getting into their journey, to be able to learn different things and be able to take the information easily. Whereas there's all this information. Let's say you want to start a journey, and this is where it gets intimidating. You want to start a journey, you want to start working out, you want to fix your nutrition, you want to start sleeping. So you start Googling things, right? You start asking questions, and you know, you'll get all of these very in-depth blogs and videos and stuff, and just some of this stuff I read and watch, I still don't even understand some of the words that these people are throwing around. That's why I want to help people in their journey. I want them to be able to take the information and utilize it. I want it to be easy to digest, easy to learn from, to be able to you know, put into their lives to help better their lives, their overall health, and their gaming performance. And I think that, you know, taking these baby steps and working towards that will dramatically help people's overall health and gaming performance, of course, but also their mental health and their overall well-being, their happiness, and, you know, everything. That's what my kid says when she sees a whole lot of stuff on a page when we're reading a book. She says everything. There's a little tidbit of family fun for you. If you have any questions on anything you heard, by all means, ask in the comments. I would love to answer questions. I would love to make videos if you have any topics that you would like me to talk about here on Driving and Vibing. And if you like what you saw here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Greatly helps out the channel. And yeah, I hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.